it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me.
Hey, Savage.
Copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.
You want to know what the most romantic thing I've ever done is?
No man, man.
Fucked a girl on her period.
Guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
That's romance, bro.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damage. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boys just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think
yo, is Rose in here?
It's just me and my warrior. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me.
Rock face.
End zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance.
The Dolphins went 15-1. Are you kidding?
Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can.
Yeah, this isn't rigged. The commissioner just has the best record in the league out of 32 user teams. Let's go look at Rosen's roster and see what the block shit on his corner.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve it to be like a turkey, or run straight through the beat like a train. This year we ain't taking a loss. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Look on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Freeman again, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He may try and run for this.
That's it, baby. We go. First down, Saints.
Mariota now from the 50. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up, golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Saints and 49ers live, man. Tune in.
Hey, I got you. Watch out. Check. Monday.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check. 50.
On second down, here's Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
14-zip, Saints.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they do.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota saving his best for the playoffs.
21-zip, Saints.
Touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So this 49er user trash.
Start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hey, box drop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Hey. 98 to Mike. Hey, 70. Hey, give me radar. You're on, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Deuce, like 7. Hey, Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Here's Stafford. Bryant has him. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, Delta.
They snap it to Stafford. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback and all kill.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Receive 6.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Mariota. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way.
Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Complete to Bryant. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. At the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Devon Kennard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The sack, work to be done.
Watch 98, watch 98. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 21, slam,
Stafford now to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98. Orbit. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Omaha, ready to move.
Well, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. To take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He completes it to Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
20. Slam. Hey, easy. Is that yours? Who's that?
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. They're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You lost, Rosen?
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, Mariota. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jarius Wright. 41 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Hey, Rosen, you check my game out, man.
About that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Squeeze, double.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21. Buzz. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. 0. Get the weight room. Kill.
Third and long. It's Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Stafford on first down.
Joe, good game, Joe.
And this is caught by Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's not even just over 4. It went up 3 for a period.
Perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
No, I'm saying.
Stafford.
No, I'm saying.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Zebra.
But I'm saying.
Alpha.
I got you. I mean, I got you, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, it's basically the same thing you run with the mid blitz. You see most people at my line than I'm blocking. I don't think you got to do this time. I don't think I do this. You could have killed.
Instead, third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
That man, he said, I can't run further. He said, I can't run further. He said, he can be blocked.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the
he
Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Just
nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Joe, I'm gonna be honest. I got you, the list.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
I'm just going to ask you. I'm going to answer this question.
In the 2015
do
season,
you want to know how to do it? It's simple. I can teach you. I can show you. I'm trying to do I'm telling you. I don't like $500 doing that bitch. Somebody kill me for $500.
Each instance, I
it's easy. It's just all about formation. That's how. That's why. Like you see what I was doing. I kept getting the tight formation. I kept blocking. I kept blocking everybody. I had 3 blocks on the field because you were playing man and you were sitting people. That's all you have to do. You have to think about it. You could have beat me if you would have blocked everybody and set 2 drags in the middle of the field. I'm playing cover 4. I'm not playing no hard play. I'm not playing nothing.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle was made at the 18-yard
it can be bad in this season, but I'm telling you can pass on it. I don't think I can get in the right formation. They're going to block with the tight end and the running back and your line.
And he gets it away,
and put 2 slants on the field, or whatever you want to put on the field. Because I can't. Only thing I'm going in the middle of the field. I'm going in the middle of the field. That's it. You put me in a situation that I had to play cover for because you kept going deep. But other than that, I would play cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. I would have missed all that.
Down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive.
So yeah, man, I can teach I can teach you, bro. You heard? If you can get me the lab one day, I can teach you. For real.
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Key, I'm over here talking. I'm over here. Key, where you at? I'm over here talking. Trying to tell the monkey you ain't gonna be. Where you at?
Under 10.
You ain't gonna pull up? Get on the stick?
To throw again. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The Niners on 3rd down.
Hey, Key, what that key at? Y'all, what that key? Y'all got to catch the door.
This will be 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, put it back in the door. We ain't done that. Pull up. You can watch the movie. You snap content, you can pull up. They can play 2
That is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears like.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
He'll beat Marquis.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here.
Hey, man, just put Key. Just pull up. Just pull up.
Key goes right side. Touchdown.
Key, just pull up, bro. Just pull up. We're not.
Nicole Hardman. Saving his case for the playoffs.
Hey, listen, Key, you're not going to sell all that because y'all trying to watch the movie afterwards, so you're not going to be on the game all day.
Extra play good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I really want to play one game. I pulled up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't let anything go.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it again with Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe
the reason why I don't play LeBron. Oh, yeah, LeBron had 48.
He takes care of the ball well.
Yeah, LeBron had 48.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Oh,
seems pretty obvious defensively key was stopping the run game. How they done it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
I had to pull
him. You know, he I'm like, I bag up. No, that's your team, I ain't the group you can get that. Do that. He was going crazy. I'm like, I ain't know this.
Throwing here, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have. As they get it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Cut it right. Cut it. Mike.
Now Mariota.
Hey, Josh.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What you said? Yeah.
When Charles, what's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget.
Oh yeah, this shit over with. I won.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows?
Nah, I'm the Saints. Oh yeah. I seen that you was doing your thing during the season.
He's going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I just busted 49ers ass. Nah, I'm gonna have to probably play the Bucks if he win.
You